That's right, guys. In today's spicy Minecraft hardcore video, we are going to be building up an emerald farm, but not just any old emerald farm. Specifically, it is a raid farm. However, we've been surviving in this world for over 1,000 days on doing a no totem run. So this raid farm will have nothing to do with using totems and only to do with farming the emeralds. And if you guys go on to enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe, join the PaulGG army, and here's to episode 13 of Minecraft hardcore. Now, there's going to be two really important things for building up one of these farms. Specifically, you need a raid tower, which luckily we actually have one. And it's in the shape of a beautiful PaulGG shaker cup, guys. Did you know I'm partnered with G Fuel? I have my own shaker cup, guys. You can get it on the website. Link down in the description. Use code PaulGG at checkout. Anyways, you need a raid tower, which I transformed one of those raid towers into a shaker cup. So we still do have, obviously, a raid tower and, you know, pillagers, right? Thank you. The next important thing on the list for this farm is essentially just a place where it's just water, just a lot of water, which, hey, look, there's a lot of water. Now, I'm kind of building a lot of stuff around here, so I'm going to want to go a little bit further out, not too far. Oh, wow. Look, more water. Perfect. It's got to essentially just be 70 blocks away or so from land so that then, you know, the raid won't be able to spawn on land and stuff like that. So over there should be fine. And since we know that we have a raid tower and we know where we're going to be building this thing, now the only other thing is to really gather up a lot of resources. By a lot of resources, it's actually just a whole lot of stone. Now, I don't want this thing to be too ugly, so I'm definitely going to use a silk touch pick on the cobblestone generator. Then I can just farm up tons and tons of regular stone, turn it into stone brick, and then we won't have an eyesore floating above. So we won't have an eyesore floating above the ocean. I gotta sit here for a couple hours. Now, after some time, we should have plenty of stone. I just gotta turn it all into stone bricks. Oh my gosh, Paul's not using a stone cutter. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna scream. And now that we got all the stone out of the way, now we just need to head on into the storage unit, which, by the way, yeah, the current storage system is kind of just dookie. I just got a bunch of chests lined up. We built a mega base for no reason so far. I still need to upgrade it and add things to it. We just, you know, I got like a giant cave or something like that underneath this storage room that I would love to just somehow turn it into a actual like chest room thing. I don't know. It'll look cool the way that I pictured it initially, at least. Actually, now that I think about it, would you guys want to see a video where you guys just give me suggestions? Give me things that you want to see in the world, things that you want built, and I just literally build for an entire video, just things that you guys suggest. Comment down below. Let me know. Do you guys want to see that? Would you watch it? Would you like it? For now, I'm loading up shulker boxes.
Day 2.
All right, now that we've loaded up our shulker boxes with pretty much everything that we're going to need for this farm, except for one thing, one specific thing that this farm literally cannot operate without, that thing being a villager, which I figured I'll just dismantle our very old iron farm that we made in the beginning of the world and just steal a villager out of this, since, I mean, it's already like halfway there, right? Who wants freedom? Apparently nobody. I said, who wants freedom? Get out here. I'll just put a boat down right there at the bottom. Oh, and they're all going to bed except for one of you. Come here. Hey, you want a bed? The bed's down here to a boat. Yes, yeah. They always fall for a good night's rest. What the hell? There we go. With a little cooperation, we're on our way. Like I said before, this thing kind of needs to be far enough away from the land, about 70-ish blocks or so. I'm just going to eyeball it and pray that it works. Imagine I build a whole farm just to find out the mobs are going to spawn like right there or like right there. Now we're good. We're in the clear, right? What are you looking at? You praying the sun god? Anyways, gonna need to start out by building up a little platform, which I realized I should probably build out of stone. Now, after I got my little 3x3, I need to place down a soul sand block right there facing south specifically, and then surrounded with stone and build up 31 blocks. Oh my gosh, dude, the invisible blocks, it's like messing with my brain. I couldn't count. And there we go. Now that we built up all the way around it, this is essentially going to be our bubble elevator to getting all the way up to the top. Easy peasy. Except I'm going to need a whole lot of kelp. Isn't kelp like one of the best fuel sources? I need to make like a really good like fuel source farm or something like that. Guys, comment down below some farms that I could do for this, because I have a super smelter that like it's only ever half full of fuel and like it's just triggering me at all times. This thing, I try to smelt down glass and it just always stops like right here because I could just never get enough fuel to fill it all the way up. But like kelp is really good, isn't it? You guys are the big brains. You let me know. Regardless, let me me just fill this whole thing in with kelp and then just bust it down. And there we go. We should have a bubble elevator fully functional. And now with that all finished up, now construction begins up here where I need to place a block right here to the west, place a chest on top of it and build up all that, fill that in with water. Wait, no, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Except, oh, I realized I was supposed to do bubble elevator like last, because this is going to go up another 100 blocks. I'm an idiot. Now I just got to build up 2 blocks all the way around these. Or wait, no, that's not right. I need to get rid of these, fill it in like so. And I need to craft up a sign, which I don't have enough wood, but then I could place them down like so. Yeet the other one. And then now build on top of those signs up to Y161. Say it with me now. 161. Up. Come on. And now that we're all the way up at Y161, I need to fly on back down and essentially build up the tube all the way up there as well. Oh gosh, this is, oh, mess up my brain. It's like so offbeat. Now finally we got both of the tubes all the way up to Y161. Now I need to add water again to the tube that I originally filled up to make a bubble elevator. I need to get some more kelp again, because if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to place down kelp and then, yep, there we go, just bone meal it all the way up. That way I don't gotta swim all the way up it either. I don't know how much bone meal I'm gonna need actually. Just make sure I use all of it. Oh, it's not working anymore. I must have hit the top, maybe, possibly. And if that's the case, we're gonna break that. And I see some bubbles now, so we should be able to go all the way up it. And there we go, perfect. So now I should be able to drop down this one, not die, because I land on the waterlogged chest and back up the other side. Beautiful. And now that the bubble elevator's all finished up finally, now I need to basically cover the top of this thing with slabs, build out a 4x5 platform. And now I need to set up kind of like a temporary storage system at the moment by just setting up a little chest, waterlog it, going underneath it, placing a block, breaking that. But then I could set up a double chest and put a hopper for it. And this will just be our, like I said, our temporary little storage system. I'll probably end up turning it into an auto sorter, but for now this works. And now basically all I need to do is work on the spot that the mobs are going to pretty much be landing on, and I'm going to be smacking the life out of them. So I got to set down a hopper, and that's where they're going to be landing. Build out a little slab platform. And this is actually a really important process, and it'll make sense later, where I have 3 slabs in the front, 3 blocks in the back, a little loop all the way around it. And same thing with placing down 3 slabs along the sides right here. Be careful. There we go. And then we got to put a bunch of boats on them. 11 boats might be a little bit too much, but hey, you know, we committed. Uzi What's-Its drop down, and then they start spawning a bunch of Vexes. Then at least this way we'll have some protection, because then the Vexes will likely just try to fly out, and then they're just gonna get stuck on all the boats and get stuck in the boat, and then eventually just despawn. And I also need to place down a bunch of trapdoors all the way around it, including above the boats, because guess what? More boats, everybody. Yup, I hate Vexes. Say it with me now. They're the worst. Well, actually, hold on. I need to break this, because I gotta put a little ring around this, and then I gotta place on the boat. I gotta make sure I got enough room for that, and the boats weren't gonna be blocking me. And now that we got a little bit of storage set up, and we also got protection for the Vexes, now it's time to begin building up the final tube that's gonna go up to the platform that all the mobs are gonna be spawning on, up at Y level 189. And now that we got our tube all set up, essentially this tube will be what funnels mobs all the way down to where we're gonna be slaying them. So I need to create like a little water chamber thing that'll push them down the tube. And I also got to build it up a couple of blocks so they can't escape the tube, and also place some stairs on the side that they're going to be spawning, so that then they just kind of slip down into it. Then I need to make a 5x5 area out of slabs, because this will be the exact platform that they spawn on. Then also surround those slabs with some glass. Why? I don't know. I'm following a tutorial. I'll have a link down below. Now that we got our little spawning platform all set up, now all I really need to do is just make sure I have some walls all the way around this thing, so that when they spawn in here, they're stuck in here and they can't jump out. But also I need to build up essentially the killing chamber. Well, not really how do I want to describe this? Basically a big wall right here that Ravagers will get stuck on, and it'll just have lava on it because I hate Ravagers. Now, technically for this part, I'm supposed to put signs along this. However, I think Minecraft in the 1.20 update just made it so that signs burn, I think, if lava's touching it, if I'm not mistaken, which obviously there's an easy workaround for that in the nether. And that is to just get a decent bit of crimson wood, so that then I could craft up a bunch of gates, in which then I could place down along this wall, then also right here. Then I'll just fill this in with a bit of lava, just like so. And now that should all just fill in with lava. So then Ravagers are big enough, they hit the lava, they go up into it, they burn alive. And now I essentially need to set up the redstone clock for this thing. Should look a little something like this. Now that I got my little pathways where my comparators, my repeaters are going to be, I need to first place down a redstone torch underneath this block, put down a bunch of redstone along this wall, and then now that I realized it, I forgot to add trapdoors. Whoa. Oh, wait, no, it's because it's activated. I was like, how am I putting them standing up? Anyways, then I need to add some water all the way across. So when these trapdoors activate, the water will open up and push them down into this water, which will then go... Oh, wait, no, I goofed. Forgot that I need to put a sign down right there. So then the water won't flow down the hole. It'll just go up to the hole. I need to place down all my repeaters and then essentially just do the... Oh, invisi blocks. Do the exact same thing, but on the opposite side, but with comparators, and hook up the ends. And then now that we got the redstone clock all set up, now we got to set up the tripwire hook that will then trigger the redstone clock to go off and then send the signal to the redstone to turn off. Let's cover up all the water like so. And technically, I guess we could test this, which there goes the redstone signal all the way around and boom. So it sets off the trapdoors. Something's going goofy. But with this spawning platform completely finished off, now we're able to hop all the way back down here to our villager. Yeah, I know I left my boy like right here. Just took off in the boat, I guess. Got to go get another one. All right, who wants freedom, sanctuary, and also a job? Come on. Oh, yep. All right, there we go. He's like, I volunteer as tribute. Now for the villager chamber thing, gonna have to go out about 5 blocks and up 3, place down a composter, and basically just get my boy up there. Now, I don't think I need a bed necessarily. However, I will be providing one for his late nights of being such a hard worker. Get up there, you idiot. There we go. And now he's taking that job. So we're just gonna kind of close him in after I give him his bed. And would you look at that? He's all stuck in his little chamber. And now technically this farm should be fully functional and all finished. So I need to make sure I give it a little bit of a test before I start modifying it a little bit. Gotta make sure 100% works. So now all we need to do is find a bannerman, which whole lot of pillagers, but no bannerman. Take me to your leader. Where is he? Is he inside? No. Okay, I'll just start giving him the clapping until eventually he'll spawn or something. I don't know. Jeez, there's so many of them. What the heck? There we go. Now, oh, we got 2 bannermans. That's all right. I only need 1 of you guys, so give me that. Now that we got a bad omen, now we can fly on over to the farm. But I gotta be careful because I realized that, like, technically I have an underwater village right there. So I need to make sure I fly over the giant creeper to get to the raid farm. Or all I should need to do is just pull up right here. It triggers a raid. This is also the first raid in this entire world, by the way. I just realized that. Then we float all the way to the top. And also I modified this a little bit by adding a chest so then I could just kind of like peek right through it. And technically all the mobs spawn. There you go. Water pushes them. Oh, and I just realized yeah, some mobs did spawn on the side. I need to put slabs or something on the side, but let's finish this right. Oh my. Yeah, there's some design flaws in this. just a couple design flaws. We're all right. It's supposed to trigger every single wave all at once, and it looks like it's doing one at a time. So what I need to do now is I need to clean up all the mobs that just landed all the way. Oh my gosh. That's fine. At least they're in the ocean. The ocean makes it infinitely easier. They're on their way to the mainland. They're like, we must find a village to pillage. Well, you know what I just realized? Actually, what I could do is use this opportunity. Oh no, there's a Triton drowned too. Wow, that's a nightmare. I could use this opportunity to actually work on the farm since there should be no mobs up here. I believe I fixed it. So now I got to get rid of the 2 pillagers that are left. Oh my gosh, this stupid drowned. And he's gone. I gotta find these guys. Here's one. The other one went somewhere over here, I think. Oh, he's almost to mainland. Check you out. Wow, we did it. Awesome. We're amazing. Now I think I fixed this. Let's give this thing another test run. Let's get our bad omen effect. And let's head on back over to the villager. Climb all the way to the top. It should trigger the raid. And now there should be no mobs spawning on the walls. They all spawn in the actual square, which means it'll trigger the water. Oh my gosh. Yep. That time it worked. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. And it automatically ends the raid. It says victory. But now all I got to do is chop, chop, chop away. I get another bad omen. Oh, they're fighting the current. It appears the redstone is a little funky still. The water stopped. Uh-oh. Regardless, they're still falling in. And now finally, after all that trial and error, we got it going. I fixed my mistakes. Turns out where I made the platform for the raiders to spawn on just wasn't really long enough, and the water was overflowing, so they were just floating to the top of the water, and that's pretty much it. And now they should all spawn. Tripwire gets triggered. Okay, that guy overflowed. But otherwise, for the most part, they should all be falling down except for that guy because I forgot to place one block, but that was it. And then we could chop, chop, chop. Looks like some Vexes spawned, but they should have been caught in the boats. And now we have a fully functional raid farm where all the mobs drop into here. I clap them all up. I get another bad omen effect, but most importantly, I get tons of emeralds. Tons of emeralds, especially with having looting on. But now with my bad omen effect, I drop back down here. It triggers another raid. We go back up. We rinse and repeat. And so this way, I'm basically getting infinite emeralds forever. Now in reality, I should probably do this with a sweeping edge sword also, just to be safe and plop them all a little bit faster. But hey, regardless though, as you can see, the storage is filling up really fast, especially with these terrible totems that we don't want. So what I want to do is try to set up like a little auto sorting system down here underneath the chests. So let's just drop on down here, place down one hop pair, and then actually, now that I think about it, I should probably get rid of the bad omen effect before I get too close to the villager. Now, obviously I need to be careful, and I need to build this platform out of bottom slabs so that no mobs are going to be able to spawn on this, because if making an auto sorting system just completely ruins the farm, then, you know, RIP. I just gotta set up all of the chests, and I need to set up all of the hoppers. Now I need to set up all of the redstone for these. And we need to add a filter block to each and every single one of these hoppers going into the comparators. I already made the mistake of hooking this thing up, and now I got a chest full of crap. And now this last chest is basically for the unfiltered items like totems, and yeah, that's kind of it, huh? Then now when I do this, it should start auto filtering all the items from this chest. Oh, it's already empty. It already all moved. Great. We take all these trash totems and throw them in the trash chest. We don't want none of them. I want this one to be emeralds, so then that'll count down all the emeralds. You know, we're actually going to make 2 of these chests emeralds. One of them has to be spider eyes. Another one has to be gunpowder, sticks, and sugar. One will be redstone, and then banners, and then I don't know what are anything else that I could really stack items wise, but otherwise we should be chillin'. So now I just got to 100% make sure that this auto sorter works by, of course, running the farm. Let's get our bad omen. Let's trigger the raid, and let's watch the chaos. Oh, I just got smacked by a Vex and it scared me, but he got stuck in a boat, so we're okay. I really should put sweeping edge on the sword. So then now we check here. We got 34 emeralds, and then we got a whopping actually a lot of emeralds. Why didn't it stop at this first one? But just from doing that one raid, we already got a whopping over a stack and a half, almost 2 stacks of emeralds, which really just goes to show how OP this farm's really gonna be for me just racking up emerald. And if you guys enjoyed this OP farm, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe, join the PaulGG army, and I will see you guys in the next one.